Raven's Watch, a roguelike game released last year in early access, may be the best roguelike game of 2024. And since I don't see much people talking about the game, I'm here to tell why y'all should give it a try. So Raven's Watch is a roguelike game where you play with some of the fairy tales and myth characters all over the world. And that idea by itself already got me, since I've always liked this kind of myths and fairy tale characters. And it would be awesome to see them playable in a video game. And not only this, but the game is a roguelike that became one of my favorite genre after playing titles like Risk of Rain, Dead Cells, and Hades. At the moment, Raven's Watch got 8 playable characters, with them being Scarlet, the Red Hood, that also is the wolf from the tale, the Pied Piper, the guy who controls rats with his flute sound, and to be honest, I never thought that guy would appear in a game. Then we got Beowulf, a Germanic hero who is slaying a dragon and then died. The Snow Queen, a Denmark fairy tales antagonist. Aladdin, that originally is the character of a Chinese tale. Melusine, a mermaid from a European folklore. Geppetto, the puppet maker who created Pinocchio. And the latest character, Sun Wukong, come from a Chinese myth called the West Journey. And the fact that the game will make each playable character unique with their own gameplay and mechanics makes it a lot more interesting. Like if you talk about Scarlet, she's a rogue that relies on the game mechanic of day-night cycle, where in the day you are just the Red Hood, playing as a rogue, trying to deal a lot of damage by being stealth. And in the night, she becomes the werewolf, or the bad wolf, which I think is the same bad wolf from the Three Pigs, even because the ultimate is the breath of the bad wolf. And as a werewolf, you become a lot more aggressive towards the enemies, and has a skill that makes a lot more aggressive. Next we got Pied Piper, a ranged character that relies on his rats. You're gonna stack up these rats while you play, and when you feel like you have a lot of rats, you can make them attack the enemy and do a lot of damage. The Pied Piper also has a day-night cycle mechanic, where his notes change depending on the day or night cycle. And then we got Beowulf, that was supposed to be a kind of a tank, I guess, but every time I'm trying to play with him, I just die miserably and give up. Beowulf relies on his little dragon that can boost some of his skills. Then we got the Snow Queen. The Snow Queen, some kind of mage character that deal a lot of area damage and can be really strong in the late game. Aladdin, also supposed to be some kind of rogue. And something interesting about Aladdin is the mechanic of the genie, where you can make 3 wishes per match, which can be increased by getting some perks or using his ultimate. And these wishes can be like a full heal for the team, deal a massive amount of damage to all the enemies on the screen, or get some money. Melusine, I haven't played a lot with that one, only once, and she's kinda interesting. I think she is supposed to be some kind of support, so I think she should be interesting if you play with some of your friends and use her as a support. Then we got my favorite character, Geppetto, using his puppets to deal damage or taunt the enemies. And I like to call Geppetto's ult Pinocchio, where he creates the big puppet that starts beating all the enemies. And the last one is Wukong, that is some kind of warrior, changing to the yin form and the yang form. Yin being a more defensive form, while yang being a more offensive form, where you do a lot of damage but also dies a lot more faster, since you receive double damage. That's basically the 8 playable characters. Now going to the roguelike system of Raven's Watch, here every time you start a match, you're starting a map where you can go to anywhere of the map, and the game is gonna give you some icons on the map that you can choose to go by yourself, or you can also just dive into the dark places of the map. The places can give you things like items, XP, or money, and every map is gonna have a quest on it, where you're gonna meet a myth or tale character that you're gonna help to get some money or a legendary item. So like in the first map, you're gonna meet one of the 3 pigs from the tale and help them build their houses. Then after you build their houses, you're gonna help them survive a wave of monster. And for the second map, you're gonna meet Sinbad, that is locked and about to get eaten up by a cyclops. So you have to help him escape the cyclops. For each map, you have 20 minutes to build your character as strong as you can. And after that 20 minutes passes, the boss is gonna just spawn and you have to kill it. And talking about building up your character, the building system of the game is based on the items that you find on each map and the perks that you get by leveling up. At the start of each match, you can get 1 perk. As you're gonna level up your character, you're also gonna choose 1 perk per level. And the perks can get stronger as you upgrade them with dream shards at the Sandman that you're always gonna meet at the spawn of each map. Also, the ultimate of the character is counted as a perk that you get once you achieve level 5. And every time that you finish the games or die, you get an amount of XP for your character out of the map that can be counted as a mastery for that character. And as you level up your character mastery, you get things like new perks for that character specifically, or even a new ultimate that can help a lot in the next match. And even though the game doesn't have a lot of content at the moment, even because it's in early access, it's kind of fun to grind up a character and try to get every perk and every ultimate for him. But the game is about to release this year, already told by the developers that they are planning to release the game in the 4th quarter of the year. And I'm really excited to get the full content of the game, because it promises a lot and it can get so much fun with a lot of other characters from some myths or tales. I also got some ideas, like they could put the Beast from the Beauty and the Beast, or Alice from Alice in the Wonderlands, the Chupacabra, or even Curupira from Brazil. I don't know, there's so many folklore or myths or tale characters that can make this game rich. And the fact that it has a co-op system makes it even more amusing. Because I've been playing this with one of my friends like every day, and it has been so much fun with the low amount of content that it have. And I really hope that developers turn this game something special and the best roguelike game of the year. I'm really looking forward for this game. So that's the video that I talk about Ravens Watch, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.